Hello, welcome to Queenie's Wednesday Night Live, the June, sorry about that, Cards of the Month edition. How fun can that be? All right, so here we are. Here you are, here I am. Here the cards are. I have a magic wand. I got this almost a decade ago at a crystal fair. It has Apache tear on one end and quartz pointy on the other end. And tonight it decided it wanted to hang out with me. So I wonder what's going to happen for June. May was kind of festive. But so let's look and see what the cards are for June. I am also recording this on YouTube. Not on YouTube, but I'm recording video of it so that I can put it up on YouTube as well. So if you miss it here, you might be able to find it there on my page at YouTube, Erin Shannon 617. Also, as well, I still have my Patreon page. And if you want to become a patron, you can get deep dives of the cards every week. You can also learn the major arcana of the tarot and eventually learn all the kind of outline of the meanings of the tarot and some card spreads and stuff like that. How to do a tarot reading. It's kind of exciting. But I'm slowly building content over there. And I don't know, if you want, become a patron. We can connect more over there. I'm doing certain exercises and stuff over there that I don't necessarily do here or on my YouTube channel. Let's put the wand back. Anyway, so it's June. As you can see, I'm a little low energy today. I've pretty much been kind of sick since April 26th. So, but I am better. I'm on my way up. That doesn't mean that I'm not a little anxious. So, yeah, that was a lot of sick for a little bit too long. So I'm going to be okay. It's just that it kind of stressed me out and I was pulled a little bit in a lot of different directions. Anyway, let's get back to you and let's get back to June. Let's see what's going on. So I'm going to pull a card out of the Fairies Oracle deck. I already shuffled them before we started. So let's look at the overview of the whole month. Oh, great. Thank you. I don't mean to say that, but shit. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so this is the overview of the whole month, which is interesting because I feel like it kind of started today. Let's talk about this card. This card is Gawacha. I'm showing it to the video over there as well. This card is Gawacha. There you go. Gawacha. This is about scaring ourselves. It's maybe stinky overthinky. Automatically going to worst case scenarios instead of giving yourself a chance to look at things how they really are. So I guess the overview of the whole month is that we probably would be a good idea to resist the urge to always go to the worst case scenario and to worry a lot. That would probably be a really good idea for this month. So that's interesting, and that's why I laughed and I said, "Oh shit!" But Gawacha, let's look at the book meaning as well, because I might have some of it wrong, because Gawacha, and then there's Jihabya, which is like the boogeyman. That's some of that energy as well. So, but Gawacha is number 64. And yeah, Jihabya is imaginary fears. Gawacha Let's see. Little shocks? Yep. Okay, so June. Let's talk about Gawacha. And then I'll go from the rest for the rest of the reading. Gawacha is sudden shock, unexpected events, rude awakenings. Yeah. Some awakenings are so rude, aren't they? Oh, it just true. Gawacha is the out of the blue fairy. He likes to surprise us. You're walking along minding your own business or not minding any business at all, and the universe smacks you on your blind side with something that makes an awful splat. Unexpected demands from the taxman. The bank's hole in the wall machine eats your bank card late at night while the burly and irritable taxi driver is waiting. The children find a way to dye themselves green just before your in-laws arrive. A meteor hits your car. Guacha is, of course, capable of happy surprises as well as shocking and miserable ones. Perhaps your lottery ticket wins. There's a school of thought that says this is just karma. We deserve it for our sins we have totally forgotten about in other lifetimes or this one. Not so. Karma is about lessons we need to learn, not about punishment and meaningless events that don't teach us much. So, this may be a karma, but it isn't that kind of karma. There is another school of thought that says that all of these things are our choices, that we choose to be here when this is happening. We choose to step in front of the invisible cosmic bus. There's some truth to this on one level of being high in the superconscious, as Gawacha says. I know more than I see. You see that? I know more than I see. Okay. But most of us don't function at an exalted, intuitive level of consciousness much of the time, do we? No, we probably don't. However, many of us do get hints, little flashes of intuition, sometimes even big flashes of intuition. We often say, I knew I shouldn't have gone that way, or trusted that person, or invested in that stock. There are two things Gawacha is trying to teach us. He says he doesn't enjoy doing it, but I do believe him. Actually, I do, mostly. So the energy around this card is trying to teach us something. First, we need to learn to listen and trust our intuition. We need to be awake and aware. It is just part of what we need to learn in order to fulfill our potential, to have happy and satisfying lives. Without it, we are sleepwalking in the world, missing all the wonders and joys while not missing any or many of the bumps and pitfalls. Second, there are lessons we need to learn, or when when there are lessons we need to learn, or when there are experiences that are properly other people's but that have an impact upon us. We need to learn to roll with the punches and take what comes and learn what we can from it and regain our balance as quickly as possible. Things happen. We can't always control them. We don't even have a choice about them sometimes. For example, to live with a beloved animal friend probably means that you're going to lose that creature at some point, because most pets have shorter lifetimes than humans do. Other things happen as well. People occasionally win huge sums in lotteries, but this too, we need to be able to take at our stride and not be completely lost in it. Gawacha knows we like to build sturdy, rigid structures in our minds and in our lives. But he also knows that these are often not good for us. Sometimes we even complain about them, muttering about life being dull and boring, yet we cling to them tenaciously. Such inner and outer rigidities encourage stagnation. But life insists on growth. So to help us along, Gawacha kindly delivers sudden surprises. Yet how often do we remember to say thank you? It's hard, Gawacha says, doing such a difficult job. It's enough to drive a fairy to drink. So Gawacha in a reading speaks to us of sudden God, no wonder I blocked this card out. Sudden, often violent breakdowns of existing structures, habits, patterns, and attitudes. When we become too tightly confined in our own self-imposed limitations, including the desire for comfort and security, Gawacha kindly breaks the structures restraining us, whether we think we want them to or not. On a soul level, we know this to be necessary, but in our everyday thoughts, we usually get pretty upset about it. However, breakdown can lead to breakthrough. This is liberation, and we often haven't a clue what to do with it. This is usually the beginning of a period of confusion or disorientation while we search for a way forward, although we think we are simply searching for a way back to what we had before, but we're really searching for a way forward. Recommendation: do not try to pick up the pieces and put them back like they were. Consider instead what you would like to build in that part of your life. And this time, remember to leave room for growth. Okay, so I don't know about you, but that kind of kicked my butt. Here I was talking to you about having been sick for a month. And last year, with all the high blood pressure stuff, and so it does feel like there are some existing structures or ways of doing things personally in my life that need to shift and change and be let go of in order for me to continue, because continuing this way, I am realizing I do not have the endurance for it. This is not this terrible, supposed to be scary thing, but I'm realizing that I don't have the endurance to keep going the way that I am going. So I have to do some things differently, set more boundaries, but also still stay open to growth and still stay open to things new or being new or doing things in a new way. It's very interesting. And I don't know about you, but I know how this would affect me. And this is the energy of the month of June. Stuff is moving. Stuff is evolving. And we can hang on to the old way, or we can allow the new. And we can learn to kind of roll with the changes. We don't, I don't, you don't, nobody does. Nobody has control over everything. We live these lives where we interact with people. We have relationships with people, whether it's at work or on the street or at home or whatever. But those people bring their own things to the table. And when they bring their own things to the table, it can be quite a learning experience to be able to roll with what they bring to the table. And for them to roll with what you bring to the table as well, you know. And so I find this fascinating. So, okay, that is the overview, the overview of the month. So I don't think it's going to be boring. I think you're going to have to not be boring in order to roll with it and to be able to accommodate it so that you can grow a little bit or a lot. So this is interesting. Now, let's go on to our next card. Oh, I'm congested again. Fun. Anyway, I think I'm gonna try and soften it because I'm gonna pull a cat card now. But the way this reading's going, I guess because I brought the big guns in, I suppose. I usually have this on my lamp right next to where I sleep, kind of hanging around across the top of the lamp. Okay, so we're going to get a kitty cat, and hopefully the cat won't scratch us. Okay? Because, like, stuff's surprising tonight, huh? All right, so let's find her. So, again, I apologize if I'm a little bit low energy. I'm a little rough this afternoon on the way home. And there wasn't anything going on other than in my own head. That's what's so fancy. I know this purple chair is amazing. I got it for really cheap. Someone had got it for their child and it no longer fit in their room. So I was like, I want the little girl's chair. It's giant and purple, and Marilyn likes it. Okay, so the cat that we got, showing it to the YouTube camera. The cat that we got is Majesty. Isn't she pretty? Okay, so this is supposed to help us with the surprises that are coming for the month of June and the kind of shakeup. Meet Esmeralda. She is the sweet unknown and the allure of the endless mystery. There are things that are impossible for our human minds to fully comprehend. The future is often obscured from our view. Yet we still must make decisions without knowing the ultimate outcome. The mystery can feel dazzling and full of possibilities, or it can feel ominous and freeze us in our tracks. Esmeralda beckons us to make peace with the mystery. Let the great unknown sit beside you as you wash the dishes and fall in love and write your story and live your strange and winding life. Very pretty. Okay, so she's a little nice. So here we go. Here we go. We're like, let's see if we can soften this surprise and roll with how things are going, because the things that are shaking loose are meant to shake loose kind of energy with mystery, which is basically, yeah, you just got to trust that shiz. You got to trust it. I am not saying that it's easy for me either, but this is what's coming up. And this is my birthday month too. So, neener. You think no, I'm just kidding. It's my birthday month. Okay, let's do some other cats. I'm trying to soften this shit up, but okay, so, wow, my little tarot bag is coming apart. Its little thread is, we're having a little thread festival over here. I've got to cut it. No time, no scissors right here. Forget it. All right, so I'm going to do what are you? Okay, I'm going to do the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Let's see what we're in store. What's in store? Thank you, Susie. Let's see what's in store. Now, I separated out all the major arcana cards from all of these. God. You know when your sinuses are kind of weird still and it makes your ears do weird squeaky things? Yeah, it's really fun. I will not be upset when this clears up. Anyway, so the beginning of the month. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but middle of the month, interesting. And the end of the month, equally interesting. Okay. Okay, so, wow, this really squeals. Beginning of the month is from about June 1st, which starts tomorrow, and the energy is probably happening right now anyway, because we're gearing up, and maybe it's June 1st somewhere. June 1st until about the 12th. The middle of the month card covers from about the 13th of June until around the 21st, okay? And then the 21st until the 30th is the end of the month card. Okay, so let me get a sip. The beginning of the month is the little kitty hermit. The kitty hermit. This doesn't necessarily mean that you will isolate and retreat. This means that you need to find a way so you can internally retreat a little bit, or take time out each day so that you make sure that you have enough alone time so that you can integrate the stuff that's going on. Because with this card, with any surprises, one of the tricks to be able to manage this and to be able to integrate the new information and new stuff going on and those surprises and get balance is to go within, is to take time every day to get quiet and kind of listen to your internal voice. It's funny how the tarot gets this rap where there are cards that are supposed to be, oh my God, they're so scary. You know, people will find an excuse to be scared of pretty much anything. I will find an excuse to be pretty much scared of anything, except this kind of stuff doesn't scare me. The Hermit can be a lonely card, but it's not necessarily a lonely card. The Hermit goes off into the mountains and into their cave to regroup, to collect themselves, to heal, to integrate the knowledge that they've accumulated, to rest. Maybe the first part of the month is telling us to rest a little bit, to go, okay, you've gathered all your knowledge, now it's time to integrate it. I feel like sometimes the Hermit card is about backing away from things. If you're too plugged in and it's not doing you any good and you're not able to gain any sort of balance from it, then yeah, back up, back off from it. Do something else for a little while. That's the little light. I think that's the little light. Do something else for a little while. Resting your mind. Yeah, exactly. Resting your mind. There is a constant dialogue going on externally and internally all the time. I know that some people, I guess I do envy it a little bit. I envy people that can just go whoop, unfocused and have those simpler like thought processes or not. It's not simpler thought processes. They just don't. Maybe I'm ADHD. Maybe, but I think that being able to chill out somehow and back away from the action a little bit might do us some good. So pacing ourselves at the beginning of the month. And the hermit integrates their wisdom. Why do they go in the cave? Why do they isolate a little bit from people and from situations? So that they can think on it and make better choices. That's what they do. Yeah, I can't take naps, Susie. I'm not very good at that unless I'm really, really sick. They leave me feeling weird. And then I won't be able to sleep the night. But, I mean, I'm learning to nap. It's like I'm going to school for napping. Go to the nap school. Yeah, it's called Sit in the Afternoon Sunlight that we've got coming through the window here. And the only reason that I haven't closed the curtain, because it'll completely make things kind of dark in here, is because my kitty is sleeping in that sunspot. And I don't want to disturb her. It's so easy to disturb her. The idea that I'm not disturbing her right now just by talking in the same room is such a precious little gift that I'm not messing with it. Okay, the middle of the month. This is from June 13th till the 21st is Justice. Look at that guy. He's got the sword and the scale. Okay, so, and it's funny because I hardly ever get the Justice card. And I don't know why I get kind of stumped when I do. But let me, I think what happens with the Justice card for me is that In some tarot decks, the Justice card is card number 8, and in some it's the Strength card. And so they get kind of flipped, but Justice is different than the Strength card. Justice is about, so what this feels like is in the middle of the month, there will be some truths that will come out of some of these shakeups and surprises. There are going to be some truths that will come out that you will have to, again, more integration and get balance, still maintain balance, even while it is being exposed. Pardon me. So it appears that in the middle of the month, things will get a little real. But the thing with this card, the thing with the Justice card, it's harmony and balance. It's harmony and balance, you know? It's about, okay, let me intuitively check in. I did all that reading at the beginning and it just it didn't throw me off, but I don't want to pick up another book to do it unless there's a couple cards that I will read books from, but not the tarot cards. So I'm going to look at the card. Okay, so we're going to see there's 2 columns, kind of like the High Priestess card, except they're both black columns instead of one being white and one being black. So there's a little bit more of what this feels like to me is that there'll be a little bit more of a structure to this truth or this clarity that is happening in the middle of the month. It feels like a tentative answer. I don't know what that means for things, but I'm getting the phrase that there is a tentative answer. Thanks, Susie. Okay. An uncovering of truth, an unfolding of, okay, that's interesting. I don't know how this has anything to do with the Justice card, but maybe it does. It's unfolding. I'm getting the words an unfolding of thought and illumination in the middle of the month. So what it feels like is that a path will clear. A little bit of a path will clear in the middle of the month. And I didn't realize the cat is holding the sword with its tail. Okay, that was funny to me. But there's a clearing of a path in the middle of the month. And some balance will come from that. But also some truth. There will be some uncovering of truth in the middle of the month. And this could be an internal truth. This could be something that you come to when you're doing the hermit thing. And then you come out of the hermit thing and some truth is illuminated, which makes sense. And then yeah, path opens up. Okay, that's the middle of the month. Now we're going to another card that I hardly ever get, which is very fancy for me right now, but that's okay. The Judgment card. This is from the 22nd until the 30th of the month. Yeah, these cat cards are so funny. But the Judgment card. Okay, so once this truth gets illuminated, once things open up, this is kind of like, because it's not quite the final card in the manifestation spiral that the major arcana does, but it's close. So this is what happens. is the world card number 21? Yes. Okay. So, okay, what I like about this card being on the other end of where the Hermit card is that they're kind of like bookends. The first part of the manifestation spiral, card number 9, the Hermit card, happens before you bust into the Wheel of Fortune, which is opportunities on all and needing in all areas and needing to stay grounded. It's when it's kind of pardon me, got all excited. It's kind of like when it's like the world. It's like the initial, like the beginning of things opening up. Okay, then we've got the Judgment card, which is the card right before card number 21, which is the world opening up, the universe or the world opening up. And what needs to happen with the Judgment card is this is not about making judgments. This is about dropping a lot of judgments and preconceived notions that you had about what you thought your life was supposed to look like, and what you thought, how you thought things were going to go, and how you thought things were going to unfold for you in order for you to reach some sort of goal, or how you wanted your life to unfold. You're kind of at the end of the month with all this knowledge and the breakthrough happening and the Gawacha action, you are getting to this place where you've got to drop the pretenses and drop the judgments. And it may show you the areas where you judge others, which is really like making you look in the mirror and know that you're judging yourself that way as well. This is where we it's kind of like a surrendering. And it's a necessary part of the process in order for you to be part of, go into the world or be part of the world and then start right over again with the Fool card. But right now we're working on Judgment. And what I like about both Justice and Judgment is numerologically, they're both related to the High Priestess card, which is card number 2. Justice is card number 11, 1 + 1 = 2. And the Judgment card is 20, 2 + 0 = 2. So it's kind of related to the High Priestess card, which is you hold all the wisdom. You have access to all the wisdom. And this Judgment card is kind of a higher octave of that, to where you're releasing the judgment so that you know that you have more access to the world and all of its wisdom. So that's what's happening, the 3 different sections of the month: the Hermit, Justice, and Judgment. Pretty interesting. I'm going to pull a card, and I will probably read from the book because it's not your standard tarot card. But I'm going to pull a card from a deck that I got, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. It's called Oracle Visions. I just thought the artwork was really pretty. And by Ciro Marchetti. All right. Let's see which one wants to come out and play with us today. I don't want to look at it yet. I'll look at it in a second. I just didn't want to turn it over yet. Hee hee hee. Hee hee. This is some amber. It's an aside. I'll turn it over in a second. For some reason, it wants me to wait. This is actual, like, amber. God, it smells so good. I've had this for over 20 years. Anyway, and it's, for some reason, it's helping me tonight because I was having a lot of anxiety and had like a panic attack on the BART. No reason. It was just really crowded. And I just was not, my system was just not having it. But I didn't, I mean, nothing, I held it together, folks, because, you know, I'm a control freak and I can do that. But I just ended up like, first I had to turn off the podcast in my ear. Then I shifted to music, and then I had to turn that off. I had to turn that completely off. And then I leaned my bike up against the bike rack, and I realized that my bike has like a bar. And so I sat on there and just, and then I needed air so bad. And then I got out and I sat out. And for some reason, this amber smell is helping me. Oh, here comes Kitty. Okay, so what have we got? Card number 33. Okay. Very pretty. These are very pretty cards. Like, you've got koi fish. I don't know if that's a blue jay, a ballerina. Oh, here comes Kitty. She just rubbed up against her mama's leg. Okay, so this is card number 3. And are those, I think those are cherry blossoms too. Okay, and it's got Pisces, the symbol for Pisces on it as well. And there's water. Hi. Petting the cat for a second. There we go. Card number 33. That's 42. Oh, good. You claw that floor. Oh, this is nice. Okay. Card number 33 is patience. Waiting for the right moment. Time is but a stream I go a-fishing in. I drink at it, but while I drink, I see the sandy bottom and detect how shallow it is. Its thin current slides away, but eternity remains. This is from Thoreau. Hi, Oriole. I know, so's Oriole, too. I got the Pisces contingent. So a ballerina casts a golden line and lure with which to capture a desired goal or item. The process is calm and planned, the pace leisurely. There is no rush nor looming deadline. She will know when the right time has come and the moment is appropriate. A kingfisher, that's what the bird is. A kingfisher, a harbinger of tranquility, accompanies her, and together they will wait. Despite this desire for results, some occasions or decisions simply should not be rushed. We should approach either with caution or restraint, waiting for the opportune moment. We must also be wary of being too indulgent and devoting too much time waiting for some imagined perfect moment, person, or thing. Worthy opportunities may be lost if they are overlooked in anticipation of some intangible, better option to arrive. Well, I like this. How can I tie it in with the rest of the cards? Well, I don't know. Well, I would think that it is about how this could be a restorative card for this. It's like, okay, yes, things are happening. Yes, you're having to roll with some stuff, but and you're having to trust that this could be another trust card. This is supporting you to kind of chill out and allow things to unfold a little bit more before you make any judgments about anything, because maybe your judgment might be off if you don't allow it to unfold anymore. Sometimes I will get cards, or I will get the energetic hit that, not necessarily that it is not the right time, but I like the phrase, all the cooperative components have not fallen into place. Like someone will come to me for a reading and they'll have this answer, this specific answer in mind. Maybe not the type of answer, but they have this specific thing they want an answer for. And sometimes I won't get the answer because not everything is in place yet. That it takes time for things to fall into place. And I think June is a month where things get tossed up in the air and some things fall away. And then by the end of the month, things will fall into place a little bit more, and you can pick and choose like what you want to get rid of and what you want to keep. At least that's my thing. And so you can, take your time when you're fishing, as you do on your bench with your kingfisher and your tutu. I mean, it's not surreal at all. Is it? It's not surreal at all. That was a good stretch, Calico Bunny. All right. So we're also going to have who is our support animal spirit this month? Yep, cat hair. Beep, beep. Oh God. But I'm tired, life. Okay. So we got the antelope. Look at those horns. We got the antelope. It says life is speeding up. I asked for animal support, not animal exhaust me. Why? Oh my goodness. Okay. Can you tell that there is a little bit of resistance in me about this reading, some aspects of this reading tonight? Yeah, I'm sorry. Antelope spirit, life is speeding up. When antelope spirit rushes into your life, you're being reminded of the quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. You're being told unequivocably that it is time to get moving, set your intentions, and take action towards making your dreams real. There's an intensity you can feel, and it's important to take advantage of the energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now is the time to step it up. If you're asking about a relationship, make that first move. You know that the intentions you have set in motion are coming together at warp speed. Stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting when antelope spirit calls you to move quickly. Okay, the way that this can tie into the surprises and shakeups and everything like that is that when you do make those quick moves, when things do start moving faster, things start falling away faster. The things that you don't need anymore or that just aren't working, the things that I'm gonna vibe with you. Anyway, the things that just don't feel right energetically have a tendency to either put the squeeze on you so that you can set boundaries and get rid of them, or they just fall away. And that's kind of what's happening. So here we've still got the Hermit card, which is kind of like pace yourself and go within. We've got the Mystery card, the other cat card, the Mystery card, which is about trusting the mystery, trusting that, yeah, you might not know the answers, but the answer is there and it will unfold eventually and you will get it eventually. But it just feels like a month where things are going to be moving and shaking a little bit, and you may feel the intensity of it. You may have an intense desire to move forward, and it seems like this is the right month for that. But be aware that after a time of a bit of inertia, the moving forward, you're going to shake some stuff loose, and that's just how it is. And that's how I would view it anyway. And if I think about stuff going on in my life, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. Even though I'm kind of resistant to it, it still makes sense. All right, we're gonna do a couple more cards. I want to do cards. I want to do some cards that I can just intuitively do shit with. Hold on. See what's happening here. What are you? What are you? Oh no, I have to read you. Don't mind me. I'm coming back. Don't worry. See, I told you I was. Okay, let's pull a couple of these. This is a different tarot deck. I feel like somebody gave it to me. I feel like maybe my daughter gave it to me, but my brain is not remembering. I just know that it's a different tarot deck. It's called the Samira May Tarot, and the back of the cards are really pretty, and the fronts are pretty too. So I'm gonna pull a love you, Sharon. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a couple of these, and instead of report cards, I'm going to call them support cards. Okay. All right. All right, the support cards for this month are the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Tens connect to the Wheel of Fortune card in the Major Arcana. It is like an ending and a new beginning at the same time. Pentacles is about manifestation, abundance, security, stability. 10 means it's going on. It's on. So what this card is reminding us is that no matter what sort of upheaval or surprises or things that we need to roll with and everything like that that's coming up over the next month, that we have created enough stability that we can handle it. That there is stability there. There is stability to access there. And that there's a new beginning coming, because that's the 10, that's what it does. It is endings and new beginnings. But if you've got the Pentacles, that just means there is support. Like you're surrounded and you're soaking in it. You just have to notice that there is support, like literal physical support, and as well as spiritual support. And that in the past, we've learned these lessons of how to be grounded and how to kind of work that way and gain balance that way. We've got it down. That's your support card. That's one of the support cards. The other support card kind of will go back to the Ten of Pentacles with it a little bit. But here's what's happening on a very deep level is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups. Oh, you know, internally in my head, I got that mixed up with the Three of Swords, which is a whole different ballgame. But the Three of Cups is the party on dude card. So basically, our support card for the Three of Cups 3 is related to the Empress card. She's about creativity, magnetism, beauty, and radiance, and it's a good one. Cups is about emotions, intuition, visions, dreams, love. And having it be upside down, I think that this is more about something happening on a really deep level and needing to trust that all that stuff is happening on a really deep level. So what these two support cards are telling me is that we need to remember how grounded we actually are, and that we do have support. That we do have support. And the Three of Cups is about, because it's about kind of counting your blessings and celebrating. So don't forget to celebrate the good stuff that's going on, no matter how small. to assist you. It's not being in denial that there's crap going on, but it's to assist you in shifting your focus to celebrate the stuff that's good that's going on, because it's there. It's in the middle of it. It could be as simple as you just being you. Could be the good stuff. You could party on a really deep level. Sure. I think we're all partying on a really deep level anyway, naturally. I think we just forget. We forget that we're partying on a deep level. And my cat's sleeping under my chair. It's cute. Okay, so those are the support cards. Now I'm going to, because we got the 10, which is about abundance and stuff, I'm going to pull a Divine Abundance card. This is from a deck by an author, an astrologer that I follow. It's by Tasha Silver. And this is kind of a reminder, generally with these cards, it's a reminder of shifting the focus to what's good and trusting as well. Here we go. Let's pull a card. This is kind of good. I know I always laugh when my butt gets kicked. This is what the backs of the cards look like, because I turned it around wrong. Right now. This card is about right now. Right now. This moment. Right now. Right here. Cat's under my chair. I'm relatively comfortable. I'm talking to you. I'm not too exhausted. And these cards are really pretty. So, right now, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled in each moment. So, this is good because what this card is like, come on. Yes, you're going forward, but what's happening right now? Yeah, I'm sure that you would like to worry about all the what ifs, and I'm really good at that. But what's happening right now? Where are we right now? Right now is good. Honestly, if we just sit here, right now, here we are. Here we are. Here we are in the right now. We're in the right now. We're not ignoring that the world is a crazy place out there. We're not ignoring that our life can, that we want our life to be better, or that we want, various things. But right now we're just sitting here. Right now you're just watching me. Right now I'm just talking to you. And that's not so bad right now. These are the kind of things that I have to talk to myself about sometimes when I get anxious. When I spread myself a little bit too thin. When I feel like I'm being pulled in a lot of directions at work or at home. It doesn't happen as much at home, but because I have created things a certain way that makes it more comfortable. But who knows? I mean, Gawacha comes in. Oh, you're too comfortable? Yeah, things could change. They could be better. So we might have to do something about that. No, thank you. Please. Anyway, so I understand that it is only almost 7:30 and I usually go till 8 o'clock. But oh, Jesus Jones. Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be. But, Okay, that was your singing. But I'm going to need to close because I'm tired. And I want to get ready to go to bed and stuff. And I love you guys very much. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for watching. And hang in there. There may be some surprises in June, but we've just got to trust everything is unfolding exactly the way it needs to unfold. And don't forget to be right here and right now. I'm going to work on that too. Good night, you guys.